Hello friends, dear students. Today we are going to learn is about the managing the brands over time. So last time we have discussed about what is how we can manage the brand, in which we have discussed about the reinforcing brands, managing brands over time, under which we have seen that how consumer responds to the past marketing activities related to the brand awareness and brand image, and how consumer responds to the current marketing activities, so that changed brand awareness and brand image is there, and what consumer response to the future marketing activities is depend upon that. So we have discussed about the reinforcing brand, under which we have seen the strategies of brand reinforcement, means particularly brand reinforcement strategies. We have also discussed about the brand revitalization strategies, under which we have seen that there are three strategies to revitalize the brands: expanding brand awareness, improving brand image, and entering the new markets. Last time we have discussed about the expanding brand awareness. Today we are going to discuss about the improving the brand image. So improving brand image includes the particularly four strategies, under which we are going to discuss about the first one is repositioning the brand. Means we can improve the brand image by repositioning the brand. Here particularly what we need to, as a marketing as a brand manager, what we need to take is establish the more compelling points of difference. It means that we are required to generate or establish the those compelling points that get which are far different than that of what we can say available into the other our competitive branded products into the market. So we are required to establish the more compelling points of difference. Something in our product is different than that of already available other our competitors branded products into the market. In some cases, a key point of difference may turn out of the nostalgia and heritage rather than any product related differences. Here particularly we need to highlight is that we can establish the what we can say points of difference, which is not directly related to the products, but also some of what we can say nostalgia, means particularly we can say homesickness related, and heritage particularly we can say about the as our birthright, means particularly we are here communicate with our target customers or market in such a way that it is not directly related points of difference related to the product, but related to their rights, related to their what we can say how they feel at the time of using the products like this. So other times we need to repositioning brand to establish a points of parity on some key image dimensions. So at the same time we are also required to highlight some of the points of parities which are not already available in our products. It means that other branded products such type of what we can say features are available into the products, however these are the points of parity. It means that if we are not making available such features in our products, then it may be a reason to reject our brand. However, at the same time we need to note down that points of parity may not be the reason to select our brand, but it may be the reason to reject our brand. So at least because consumers do not reject our brand, and for that we need to establish points of parity. So all other major features in which the current market what we can say consumers give the importance, we need to provide in our brand, which are also provided by the other brands. It is called the points of parity. Then second way to improve the brand image is changing the brand elements. So convey new information or signal that the brand has taken on new meaning. Here particularly we say that there are many brand elements are there. So say for example brand name, brand logo, brand characters. So here any brand manager is required to try to improve their brand image with minor changes in their brand elements. So here we can also take the examples of the Dabur, which has also make the changes in their what we can say logo, living the life. They have put their lining in next to their logo, and by this way they can change their brand elements, and by this way they can be able to improve the brand image. Next is go back to basics and tap into the existing sources of brand equity. What Harley Davidson has done about this. Here particularly back to basics means that we are required to think about the basic marketing mix related strategies, which is related to the 4 P's: product, price, plays in promotion. So product strategy, pricing strategy, channel strategy, and communication strategy we need to follow over here as a brand manager, and by this way we can able to improve the brand image. And the fourth way to improve the brand image is create new sources of brand equity. Here we can take the example of Mountain Dew. What Mountain Dew brand has done is that earlier what we can say, Mountain Dew has their tagline with Yahoo Mountain Dew, and after what we can say decades, particularly during the 1990s, he has changed what we can say its tagline to do the dew, from particular you can say Yahoo Mountain Dew to the do the dew. So in which he has targeted to particularly what we can say featuring a rotating group guys, the dew dudes engaged in action sports such as skydiving, then skateboardings and the snowboardings like this. So by this way what we can say, Mountain Dew has also create the new sources to improve their brand equity. Means particularly here we can say to improve their brand image. Also Dew has arranged some type of what we can say events in which they can provide also some prizes and gifts. By this way also Mountain Dew has improving the brand image. So these are the what we can say different 4 ways or strategies through which any brand manager can improve the brand image. The next is entering new markets. One strategic options for revitalizing a fading brand is simply more or less abandon the consumer group that supported the brand in the past to target a completely new market segment. So here what we need to say is that if our brand is facing as a fading brand now today currently, so at that time we are required to remember that those consumer groups which has earlier supported that particular brand, now they are getting fed of that brand, and that is why we are required to target the new market segment, because we already know that at present our what we can say consumer groups which has earlier supported our brand is now facing the problem related to the brand, and that is why we are not required to target the existing market, and at the same time we are required to enter into the new market. So by this way also we can able to improve the brand image, but at the same time we are required to target a completely new market segment, because we know that existing market doesn't support more to our brand, because our brand is facing the problem like fading brand. Next is adjustments to the brand portfolio. Adjustment to the brand portfolio includes the particular we can say three strategies: migration strategies, acquiring the new customers, and retiring brands. So we are required to manage or adjust the different brand portfolio. Here brand portfolio means that under particular one industry different brands are available, which is generally known as the brand portfolio. Migration strategy includes a corporate or family branding strategy in which brands are ordered in a logical manner, could provide the hierarchical structures in consumers' mind to facilitate the brand migrations. Here we take the example of BMW with its 3, 5 and 7 series numbering system. So by providing the improving series, BMW brand has shows that their product category is also improved. And also what we can say from what we can say latest number systems series, from latest system consumer can get the more features than that of last one. So by this way what we can say here particularly BMW manages its brand portfolio. Second is acquiring the new customers. Trade-offs in their marketing efforts between attracting the new customers and retaining the existing ones. So what we can say, we can adjust to the brand portfolio by what we can say we are required to retain the existing customers, and also we are trying to attract the new customers. So firms must proactively develop the strategies to attract the new customers, especially young ones. So here particularly we give the more importance to the young ones, because at the end the decisions of selecting the particular brands is depends upon the young ones, and that is why we are required to especially target to attract the new customers which are comes under the younger ones. Then next is about the retiring brand. So at the time of retiring brands, we are also required to manage that. Either we can, what we here particularly do that, either we can retire the brand, means if the brand is not giving what we can say sufficient profit to us, then we are required to make them retired, that particular brands, from our brand portfolio. So here we say the examples of Dabur brand under what particularly both at the time, how Dabur brand has revitalized its brand, and how Dabur brand has what we can say reinforced its brand. Like this. Here particularly a brand revitalizing requires either that lost sources of brand equity are recaptured, or that new sources of brand equity are identified and established. Here what we see that to revitalize our brands, we need to recapture the what brand equity sources we have lost, or we are required to identify and establish the new sources of brand equity. So what happens that after what we can say analyzing the market, we come to know that these are the sources of brand equity which we have lost. So we are required, or we are as a brand manager try to recapture that particular sources, and or particularly we are required to create the new sources of our brand equity, so that we by this way we can able to attract our customers. A strategy to recapture lost sources of brand equity and identify and establish new sources of brand equity is generally what brand revitalizes is. So this may include the product modifications or brand repositioning. So how Dabur brand has taken steps related to brand revitalizations. So company took the initiatives to launch the various marketing programs. These marketing programs not only aim to educate the customers but also help in revitalizing the brand, which was already being done by the company by launching the new products. So here Dabur has taken the steps like this, that they have Dabur has launched various new marketing programs through which they can able to revitalize its brand, and also they can not only educate the consumers but also provide the related new products into the markets. So by this way we see over here that how Dabur has revitalized its brand. Next is about the brand reinforcements. What is reinforcing brands? Reinforcing brands involves ensuring the innovation in the product design, manufacturing and merchandising, and ensuring relevance in user and usage imagery. So what here in brand reinforcement means what is to reinforce the brand. Any brand is required to make changes in their product design or in their manufacturing process or in their merchandising way, or particularly what we can say they have to ensure that their products, their branded products is relevant to the user, and what user image about their products, it should be there in their finished products like this, or products available into the market. Company also work towards the logo and packaging of the products and new design so that customers can get attracted. So to attract the customers, company can for particular we can say reinforcing the brand, company can also take the steps like that. They can work towards the logo, means they can make the changes in their logo, or they can take actions related to the packaging, means effective and attractive, efficient and attractive packaging they can able to put into the products, in their particular branded products, and they can also make the new designs of their products so that they can able to attract the customers. The company realized that the brand Dabur was having so many meanings that the message that Dabur was healthcare division was not going to the public clearly. So here Dabur brand what we can say is come to know that related to the Dabur brand, what actually company insists to provide the meaning to the customers is a healthcare division. But what we can say particularly in market, different consumers can what we can say has their own different meaning related to the Dabur brand. So company has come to know about this problem, that actually what company want to communicate with their market, that the Dabur brand is healthcare division, is not what we can say is not considered by their by the consumers or by their market. So they wanted to solve this problem, so they went in for logo change in 2003. So by this way they can what Dabur brand has taken the steps is that they can change the logo in 2003. The new logo was created with the tagline of Celebrate Life. So here in their logo change particularly, Dabur has taken the steps that they can put the logo same, but particularly they have put a tagline which is Celebrate Life. So to go with this logo change, company also changed the packaging. So at the same time not only change the logo with the tagline of Celebrate Life, but also change the packaging. They made it more alive and bright by this way. So by this way Dabur has reinforced its brand image in the mind of the consumers. So I think you have got clear concept about that. Thank you. Thank you very much all.